When a reclusive communications engineer intercepts an impossible transmission, he uncovers a deadly conspiracy buried deep within the military base he's sworn to protect. Silenced and reassigned, Elias Quinn must decide whether to protect himself or risk everything to stop an attack the world doesn't even know is coming. But what Elias discovers is far more chilling. The message wasn't a warning. It was a call, meant only for him. Elias Quinn never earned a medal, never had his name spoken in briefings, never stood at attention during a ceremony. He didn't need to, because without Elias, most missions wouldn't even have started. He worked in silence, buried 4 levels beneath the surface at Com Node Sigma 4, a classified listening post hidden so deep in the mountains, it didn't appear on any satellite feed. No windows, no natural light, just miles of concrete, wires, and signals. Elias was the kind of man people noticed only when things broke. And things didn't break often. He specialized in listening to the noise between the noise, in the hiss of static, in forgotten frequencies and silent bandwidths. Elias found patterns no one else cared to see. And that's exactly what he was doing that night. At exactly 2:47 a.m., while most of the base slept, Elias sat in front of Monitor 3, running a standard sweep across decommissioned frequencies. And then it happened. A pulse. Sharp, clean, rhythmic, not random, not background noise. Deliberate, human. He narrowed the filter. Encrypted binary appeared on screen. His eyes scanned line after line until the message revealed itself. Sigma 4 compromised. Red Storm active. Target, Operation Harbinger. Echo 7. He froze. Harbinger. That was a top-tier, multinational op. He had only heard whispers. And now it was marked for sabotage. Elias followed protocol and sent an encrypted alert to Central Command. Their reply came almost too fast. Data anomaly. Signal corrupted. Resume standard protocol. Except the signal wasn't corrupted. He knew it. He had seen too many fake anomalies before. The next day, his station was wiped clean. Access revoked. He was reassigned to warehouse logistics. No warning, no discussion. That wasn't a demotion. It was containment. But Elias didn't stop. He pulled old drives, ran offline tools, traced metadata. And what he found shook him even more than the original message. The signal's signature, Echo 7, was his old call sign, used in a training sim from 6 years ago, long erased from active records. Someone had revived it. Either someone was impersonating him, or someone wanted only him to see that message. Why? Digging deeper, he found a timestamp embedded in the packet. T-minus 52 hours. That's when the attack would begin. Harbinger wasn't just an operation. It was an allied movement, hundreds of lives. A misfire could start a war. And Sigma 4 was the breach point. He tried again to contact someone. Anyone. Nobody responded. They were watching him now. He had one chance left. Deep in a backup cabinet, he built a directional transmitter, designed to send one signal, to one satellite channel, one time only. A last resort. Sending it would be illegal, treasonous, traceable. He knew that. But the moment he reached for the send button, they came. Security. For men. Armed. Expressionless. Elias Quinn, step away from the console. You're not protecting a secret, he said. You're protecting a lie. As they tackled him to the ground, a beep echoed from the terminal. Transmission sent. That night, Elias disappeared. No record of his departure. No debrief. His ID badge disabled. His name purged from the base roster. Gone. But 42 hours later, Operation Harbinger was canceled. Command cited unverified threats. Internal investigations began. 3 senior officers were removed from duty. In private, one general asked the question everyone was afraid to say out loud. How did he know? Weeks later, a new technician assigned to Sigma 4 discovered something strange. Etched into the metal of Elias' old console, barely visible under the light, were 9 simple words. If you're reading this, never stop listening. Echo 7. Because some wars aren't fought with guns. Some are fought with silence, with vigilance, with a willingness to risk everything, just to speak the truth. Elias Quinn never pulled a trigger, but he disarmed an attack that would have started a war. He didn't do it for medals. He didn't do it for glory. He did it because someone had to listen, and no one else was paying attention. You may not know his name, but someone somewhere is alive because he never stopped listening, and that's something they'll never be able to erase. If this story moved you, wait until you hear about the linguist who decoded a terrorist threat hidden in 800-year-old poetry and vanished the next day. Coming up next on The Brave Unknown,